Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here with some more Hearthstone. Today we'll be taking a look at the Beef Stew Warlock deck. I have dropped ranks because there are a ton of shamans. So this deck became like it popped up everywhere. So many people running it. And then as an immediate counter, we saw all these early game board control shamans start to show up. And I just dropped rank. This is literally what happened. Those decks completely cleared the board with me. Now this game that we're playing here to start off this video is against a paladin. I'm actually potentially considering dropping the blood imp. We have to hold on to it. This is not the greatest opening hand, I have to be honest with you. Getting a turn one, this guy doesn't do us much good. We'd rather have any other Murloc in play turn one. But it could be worse, so we're just gonna go with the Oracle, and then turn two, we're gonna get these two guys in play. And then we could turn three War Leader, but it's definitely not ideal. So yeah, that's what happened. It's so funny, you know, we saw this super strong metagame change to this crazy aggro Warlock, and then what happens? You just do the logical thing. In response, you bring out something that's going to counter that, and that's exactly what we saw. And it's rather humorous. Okay, so we're gonna go Voidwalker, and I'm thinking I guess the Blood Imp is the obvious better choice, because that's everyone as opposed to just one guy at the end of the turn. And then we're just gonna attack him for one. It's just so funny, I think it's hilarious. And that's one of the funny things about like the series that I run, is that in showing off some of these really cool, good decks that are around, you inevitably cause a change for people. Not like everyone watches my videos or anything, Stu. That's not what I'm saying, but so obviously if we do this guy, it's 2-1, but that trade dies, so I wouldn't want to do that right now. So we're gonna hold off on him, and we are just going to go with these two buddies here. And with the 3-2, we hit that. With this guy, we hit that, and then we go ahead and hit him in the face for one again. And keep this guy under covers for now. Don't want to swing with him just quite yet. Although we don't expect him to have direct damage. The thing that we worry, well, he could have Hammers of Wrath, but we worry most about the Consecrates, of course. Alright, so that's okay. We're going to be able to... Ooh, you know what? We could wait. If we drop this now, though, we'll be able to... So next turn we could see a Consecrate, though. So if I do this and he Consecrates and I'm SOL, I lose all that stuff. So we're gonna go with the War Leader here. It's gonna pump up this one guy to a 3-4. And then this allows me to go like this. Although I'm gonna, as a result, potentially lose this card. And then we're gonna go like that. And, boy. I think there's a good chance he'll Consecrate, so maybe I might as well attack him for one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously you don't always want to drop him out of stealth, but since I feel like there's a decent chance that he's gonna Consecrate, there it is. At least I get the damage off, you know what I mean? And this guy's still plenty alive, you know, he's sitting at a 3-3. He's gonna be able to, ooh, this is a very nice turn for us, very nice turn indeed. Two Murlocs in play, pumped up from the War Leader. Let's pump everyone up even further. Now, some people may look at this and be like, you're all set, right? Well, not necessarily, because if he's running Pyromancer Equality, which he could be because of this current metagame, it's a good combo to run, then we're done. All right, so there's Acidic Swamp Ooze, that's no big deal. And we will actually be ignoring that. We're gonna hit him straight for the face. That is, in fact, what we're planning to do here. Oh, buddy. Now we are absolutely, undoubtedly ignoring that and hitting him straight for the face. Because it's a win. Oh, there you go, guys. That's game number one. Let's see if I can reclimb this ladder. With all these shamans in play, it's gonna be tough, but I'll try to make my way back up. Let's go to game number two. Our next game here is against another Warlock, and I have to be honest with you, this is a very exciting opening hand. Turn 1 Tidecaller, turn 2 Tidehunter, turn 3 War Leader. If all live, could be absurd. So we're gonna keep it here. We'll have to see what this other Warlock is running, if it is the same deck or not. But this is a very, very good potential. There's a lot of potential in this opening hand. That's what I'm trying to say here. All right, so he does have the coin, so this should be interesting. We'll see. All right, just gonna be a Flame Imp. And then he will be coining into a Blood Imp. All right, so it looks like he is likely running a similar deck here. Now what I could do, my initial plan was this. That's gonna pump him up too, and then I could just kill that off. Or I could have just, of course, just ignore it. But one big thing in Warlock versus Warlock, I feel, is having that board control. So, having more creatures than him so that I can trade away his creatures and then potentially deal him damage. So that is what we're gonna do. Obviously this is a very high value card. He's just gonna kill it anyways. So maybe I should ignore him, given the likelihood of him just attacking into it anyways. This is taking a chance. I am taking a chance that he does not have damage for this and that he will be attacking into it. And that worked out. So that's good. We got the damage through, the trade still happened. The danger would have been something like a Demon Fire. That's where we would have run into an issue. But now at this point, this makes me happy. Actually, we can wait. I'm gonna wait. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is we're not gonna play him yet. We're gonna get some more Murlocs in play. And I'm gonna kill off his one creature in play because we dropped the Grimscale Oracle now. So that means we're gonna be able to get rid of this and we can push him through for 3 damage. Board clears are still possible. Hellfires are possible. We could deal with Demon Fires. He's got a Mortal Coil. There's something else that's possible. But we've got a good, solid start here. We've got the jump on him. We're going to be able to continue to push through and do some damage. So this is an excellent start. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look here. We can obviously go with this. That will pump him up. Allow me to take that out. And then I could just play the Leper Gnome. So I guess we'll do that. So that'll go with that. The other thing, I could have done an Abusive Sergeant to do that, but look at this. My guy's still alive now. Plus we get the Leper Gnome.
Job's done.
So now let's see. Is he running Hellfires in his deck? I'm not sure. It seems like he's running a... I guess it seemed identical so far. Except for the Mortal Coil. I don't run Mortal Coil here. There's a Soulfire. So that's actually very big for him. That is not an identical deck, but it is a somewhat similar deck. Again, though, we have got the jump on him. He could certainly make a comeback. We don't know, because he's not running an identical deck, we don't know exactly what he has, but we're gonna be able to now push him, bring him down to 15. We've got 4 guaranteed damage on the board unless it gets silenced, and if he doesn't clear, we've got another 6 from this. So there's a creature. That doesn't help him get rid of our stuff. And there's a giving up. Well, there you have it. All right, second game is a win, making our way back now into rank 6. It's just a matter of time until I run into a Shaman, though. All right, let's go on to another game. Game number 3 here against a Druid. Now, with a Druid, we have to worry about early game hits. I am not taking this hand. These are all 1 health minions, with the exception of our 4-drop, which that's not something we want in our opening hand anyways. I want Blood Imps. I want Void Walkers. 2 Cold Seers are not what I want. The Flame Imp isn't bad, though, because unless he's got a claw, this thing will stay in play. So, well, he could also have a Wrath, but we can't not try it. So we're gonna be dropping this down. And, you know, RNG, unfortunately, wasn't liking us. Giving us 2 Cold Seers is actually pretty damn terrible. Especially since we have, well, we do now have another Murloc, but it's not ideal. If these both were Murlocs, then 2 Cold Seers, I could say, okay, sure, that'll do, you know. But again, definitely not ideal. We're gonna go ahead and throw down the Knife Juggler. We will be killing off. Well, we could keep our creature if we do this.
Really necessary?
Yeah, so let's keep our creature, and then let's attack him with that. Instead of losing a creature, it would still force through 2 damage, but now we've got the potential to do another 3 damage with this, and it looks like we will. That is excellent. Okay. So we got a couple of creatures we can play this turn, so what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of this first to put down his 1 health alternate, and then we'll be dropping down our other guys, and hopefully we get a knife hit with one of these 2. Excellent. And then we'll get a second knife to go to his face. And then we will hit him for 5. Wonderful. This has been a really great game so far. Really excellent. It can all change on the drop of a hat, drop of a dime, drop of something. A Starfall ruins our day, of course. Claws also do quite a number. I'm assuming he's actually got one of these coming up. This is nice. We are going to... Oh gosh, I almost want to ignore this. Kind of want to ignore it and just hit him in the face. I think we're going to. I think we're going to just aggro. We're just gonna go straight for his face. We'll be ignoring his 2-3. His 2-3 by itself can't kill anything. Well, no, I'm sorry. It can kill that. So that would be his play probably. But even if he kills this, we still do 2 damage, and now we have him down to 12. So he's got this, and here comes a Starfall, right? So we could kill this off. I'm assuming that's the play, okay. Now we're gonna have 2 creatures still in play after this though. And remember, he's down to 12. Now unfortunately, these 3 drops really suck for us. What is he has, oh, playing an Innervate for 2 mana crystals, and he's attacking an 3/1. That's gonna bring him down to 8, but losing this is pretty awful for us. And it's funny, we've had such a strong start, he's down to 8, but we could still very well lose this game. So, something to keep in mind. What I'm gonna do actually though is I'm not gonna life tap. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna pump up these Murlocs. I'm ignoring him still. And we're gonna keep pushing for the face. I'm ignoring him because he can't outright kill with just this guy. And we're still able to do damage. So if he goes like this plus an attack, he still takes damage. Clearly, he could still do damage with a spell. Are we seeing a Wrath here? Gonna see a swipe for 1 across the board. Okay. So he's gonna be able to kill another one of these now. A regular attack into it doesn't do it. If he has a claw, that could, but no, that's not it. He's gonna be drawing a card. He is down to 6. I'm guessing he's frantically searching for life gain or something. Let's go ahead and do this. We can still play both of these, or if we have a better choice. He is at 6. So we could change that right now to put him at 2. Or I could play both of these. I think I like playing both of these better. Because we get that extra health, which will be pretty tremendous for us. Pumping up to our Murlocs. There we go. And then we bring him now down to 4. Now, a swipe would kill 1, and then across the board, a Starfall wouldn't kill any of them. That is something that works. That is a 5/10. That is something that is pretty difficult for us to get through, as you can imagine. Not impossible, but pretty difficult. Now, luckily, we have found an answer. Okay, so we're gonna go through. Let's see, we got 4, and then we just need to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we can do that, and we have the win. Okay, here it is, guys. Ready? Pump him up, and then we go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then attack for the win. Okay, well, we're doing it. We're coming back. We're climbing back up. It's been a couple games since I've seen this shaman. Let's go ahead and move on to another game. Our next game here is against another druid. We're gonna dump the Soulfire. We're gonna dump the Raider because the Raider's only good if you have other Murlocs to pump it up, or if this can pump up other Murlocs, which isn't the case at the moment. I will hold on to the Voidwalker though because, good lord. Good lord, the 2 Cold Lights here, 2 games in a row. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. I don't even... So if we play this, he could coin to kill it. So I'm gonna play the Voidwalker. Now, he could still potentially Wrath it, but a coin to kill it is an obvious move that he can do if he chooses to. I'm not saying it would be the best decision in the world, but it's something that he could potentially do. Okay, that makes me happy. So hopefully we get a 1 or 2 drop in the next draw, and we're gonna be able to play 2 creatures with the Knife Juggler, so long as he lives this turn. He's saving his coin for probably something mid-game. Oh no, he decided to use it now for a 3 drop. It's gonna be a Harvest Golem, okay. All right, so let's see what we end up getting on the draw. Flame Imp. It's nice because we get the extra dagger off of it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go Raider. If we hit him twice, we'll be able to kill him. He'll come back, obviously, but...
I'll get right on it.
Here it is. Ah, it's too bad. Okay, well then at this point, I'm gonna leave him alone. And I'll just hit him in the face. Because he has to attack into this unless he wraths it. Or swipes it if he's running with innervates and stuff. There's a claw. Okay, so he's got a claw, attack. Or no, claw, and then shapeshift. There you go, good move. Claw, shapeshift, kill this, and then he kills off my 3-2 with his 2-2. That was an excellent play for him. Good turn, druid. Good turn indeed. So Cold Light Seer is only gonna pump up one of our Murlocs. Why don't we not do that, and we're gonna play this first. He won't be able to Starfall next turn unless he drops an Innervate. And then we could potentially have a really big turn for our Murlocs. A very big turn for our Murlocs indeed. Because we've got the War Leader to pump up Murlocs, I'm gonna do what looks like a stupid move. In any other situation, if I did not have a War Leader coming up, that would have been the bad trade. I would ideally have traded with a 2-1. However, because of the potential of the War Leader, oh no. Okay, whew, whew. Oh boy, I was concerned that was a swipe. Now this is still pretty bad though, because he's got that plus this. So now all of a sudden my big Murloc turn isn't happening. My big Murloc turn didn't happen. There's an old Merc guy, that's nice. So we've got 5, next turn will be 6, so next turn we could drop both of these. So right now we're gonna go Murloc War Leader. We just pray that both these guys live. Because if they both live, double Cold Light Seer will be hilarious. Now a Starfall will only kill this, or directly target this. He could Wrath this directly. He's gonna Druid of the Claw, gonna go with Charge, and then he's gonna attack into that. There you go. That'll do the trick. All right, so now I don't want to do double this. Now I just want to get these guys in play. Oh, you know, I could do this and that to hit him pretty hard. But then if I do this, we can follow up with a pretty big turn, potentially. I'm just going to do these two. I'm not going to... The thing is, I'm worried about like a swipe or something. So we're just going to do these two to try to get some damage through. This is going to bring him down to 15. Because if I was concerned in playing this that I would just see a swipe or a Starfall and everything would have died. So that's why I didn't go that route. And then next turn we can do Tide Hunter plus a Seer if these live.
This time for sure.
It's gonna change this guy around. He turned into a 5-5. That makes me happy. Oh, yes it does. That's the chance you take with the stupid Tink Master. That makes me exceedingly happy. All right, here's our play. We're gonna do this. We are going to ignore him. We'll be swinging for our opponent's face. And then we're also gonna drop a Cold Light Seer. So it looks like this is gonna be another win. I gotta be honest. I mean, you saw my rank yesterday, and then you saw that today, that rank had dropped. Because I played a few games, they were all shamans, I kept losing. Then, I played all non-shamans, and we win. Now, here is a Starfall with extra spell power. That is 3 across the board. That clears our board. All the best laid plans put to waste. We could lose this game now. All of these, like all this talk that I just did, and then there's a chance we're gonna lose this game now. You wonder why he did that? He did that to get the armor, basically. Now, yes, he did extra damage to me too, but the big thing was he really wanted that armor. All right, I guess I just want bodies in play at this point. So we're just gonna put both of these down. Not gonna play him though, because I can use him to pump up a surprise attack, rather than having him in play to potentially get cleared from my opponent, or just attacked into, and not take advantage of that extra 2 damage whatsoever. If he attacked into it, it would take care of that extra 2 damage. But now we've got a 4 health minion, so he's gonna swipe, if he's gonna need to swipe if he wants to get this board clear. It goes with the card draw. So attacks into the 2-1. 2-4 still in play. He gets another card draw. He has got a healing touch. Okay, so actually, this might be the loss for the video here. That healing really obviously messes up our what we've got going on. Okay, this is good though. We're gonna push through damage.
Get in there, fight, maggot.
Yeah, because even if I kill this, he can still walk into that with both of his creatures. So I'd just rather get the 7 damage through. Because even if I kill this, it comes back as a 2-1. And then he goes boop boop and kills this off anyways. And another healing touch, really? Is that really what's about to happen? I think it's about. I think that's what's about to happen. Ancient of Lore, and he's gonna choose to restore 5 health. And then he's gonna claw. So he's gonna be able to get a couple of my minions here. Chooses to go into that with that. Okay, and that lowers my other Murlocs once he kills it, and then it allows him to do that without losing anything. So now we get that 2-4 into 2-1. And then we go with this. And we just keep pushing. If I sack a creature, this guy just comes back. And while he's not sitting with taunts here, which he could be sometime soon, because look at that, another Ancient of Lore. Oh boy. Game gets dragged out. That's a loss. I don't think it's really surprising. Makes sense that this is how it works out. And now we can't even kill that. Alright, well that's fine. Had to lose eventually. Started to go on that win streak. Let's draw a card, see what we get here. Let's pumps up other Murlocs, doesn't really do us that much good. Could stop him from attacking us temporarily. Alright, so we're gonna get this 2 damage because when he kills this, damage still goes through. And I guess I'll hold on to this, although he's got 10, 11, 12, so he could probably, there's a good chance he's gonna be able to kill me this turn. 10, 11, 12, 13, and then if he has anything else like a claw or spell damage or something. Is he really not going for me? He must have something else going on. Starfall or something. Although when people have the kill and they just do something stupid like drag it out, that's the most annoying thing in the world. So there's the Ragnaros, there's the win for him, and the first loss for us, and I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Still though, I gotta say, you know, we went on a win streak for those first few games. The Druid deck happened to stall us long enough, get that healing out, clear our boards. I kept going for the face. Some people might look at this and be like, why didn't you just keep clearing his creatures? I feel like you have to be super aggressive with this deck because if it gets into the late game, especially against someone like a Druid, or a Shaman, or a Paladin, if it gets to the late game, you're probably just done anyways. So, I don't know. Maybe I could have played it differently. Maybe it would have resulted in a win. Either way, though, still pretty happy with this run. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Taking a look at a few games with the Beef Stew Murloc Warlock deck. Still think it's pretty strong. Be aware, the ever-changing metagame. If you start seeing lots of Shamans with early board control, you're gonna have a hard time. That's how I ended up dropping from 6 to 7. So there you have it. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more Hearthstone and other great gaming coverage right here on the channel. Keep watching and keep owning.